Hi, T.O.T. Carlson here, and the good people at Kino Lorber continue to deliver when it comes to classic cinema. And today we're going back and taking a look at the 1976 classic Marathon Man, starring the likes of Dustin Hoffman and Roy Scheider. I'm going to unbox this release, share my opinion, and let you know what I think. Very nice cover art right there featuring Dustin Hoffman's character. There's our spine text, back cover. We take off the slipcover, and underneath you pretty much get the same thing. No reversible art on this one, unfortunately. Kino seems to be doing that less these days. And inside you have both a 4K disc and a Blu-ray disc, which has the film plus some bonus features. There's also an audio commentary track as well. I'll read the description of the movie as follows. Brand new HDR Dolby Vision Master from 4K scan of the original camera negative. Is it safe? From the best-selling novel by William Goldman comes one of the most daring and affecting thrillers ever brought to screen. Dustin Hoffman plays the likable graduate student and marathon runner of the title, unwillingly trapped in a killing game of intrigue involving a Nazi fugitive, Christian Zell. Laurence Olivier received an Academy Award nomination for his chilling portrayal of Zell, who turns dental instruments into tools of torture with disproportionate ease. Directed by John Schlesinger, Marathon Man moves with nail-biting suspense to its gripping, fever-pitched conclusion, featuring Roy Scheider, William Devane, Martha Keller, and the extraordinary cinematography of Conrad Hall. Now, confession time. I had never seen Marathon Man prior to picking up this release, but just looking at some of the talent that was involved here, including John Schlesinger being director, and then you have Dustin Hoffman, Roy Scheider, William Devane, and even Laurence Olivier. I mean, that's a great cast of actors right there, a great director, and it's based on a novel by William Goldman, one of the greatest authors and screenwriters of all time. So I came into this one curious as to what I would get. I wouldn't say that this was a masterpiece that just absolutely wowed me, but it is a competently made, pretty interesting thriller to go back and re-examine. Of course, Roy Scheider and Dustin Hoffman's characters portray estranged brothers. One got mixed up with the wrong people. One's an ambitious college student who wants nothing more than to go about his studies and make something of himself. But when the two worlds between the two of them collide, nothing's quite the same after that, and Hoffman's character has to step up his game when his brother finds himself in danger. Playing a Nazi is certainly a little bit of a stretch for Laurence Olivier, but I swear that's a guy that could play any role, and he's convincing enough here portraying the character of Zell. It is interesting to see where this movie goes. I mean, seeing Dustin Hoffman's character go from this somewhat meek but intelligent guy to someone who has to hold a gun and stand his ground against an ex-Nazi war criminal. In some ways, it's reminiscent of the transformation of the character he played in the movie Straw Dogs a few years earlier, and that's certainly a positive comparison. It is a good cast. It's well shot, well directed, and of course well written, having come from the pen of William Goldman. I have to say that if you're into old school thrillers, this 4K release from Kino Lorber is certainly worth checking out. It is one of those movies that, again, it's never going to be demo material for your home theater system, but it is a good-looking, faithful transfer, and again, I've never owned any prior release of the film, but I can imagine this isn't always a step up, because it does give you that little extra burst that you get from Dolby Vision. There are a handful of featurettes on here as well, including some theatrical trailers, rehearsal footage, then a few other featurettes, including an original one and something more recent. And like I mentioned before, a commentary track as well. All of this is found on the Blu-ray disc, although I believe the commentary track's also listenable on the 4K disc. Fans of the movie, or fans of just classic thrillers in general, I think will want to hunt this one down because it is something of a minor classic in its own right. I wouldn't quite say it's a masterpiece, but it's certainly worth watching. Are you a fan of Marathon Man? Do you think it's one of the best films to come from this director, this screenwriter, this cast? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos, and make sure you give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm T.O.T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.